Welcome to another episode of Ask Miko, Sex, Sports, and everything in between. I am your host, Miko Grimes. I know it's not Tuesday, but the titties is out. Lakers in the chip, baby. We gonna talk about it, baby. We gonna talk about it all. We're gonna talk about the NFL. We're gonna talk about college football. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. And one of the people I love to have fun with is my homeboy, Coach Hustle.
What it do? What it do? Thank you for having me on. Hey, I'm loving the outfit
You
vibe.
loving
I'm
it? You
loving it.
loving it?
Yes,
So,
indeed.
this is just a look. I got an audition for a movie, and instead of just reading the lines, because I've had quite a few auditions, I want to say probably about 6 or 7. I've not gotten any of the jobs, and I used to think it was because maybe I missed a line, maybe I did something wrong. But I started to realize, you know what? They got to see I'm a bad bitch. I got to show bad bitch energy. You can fuck up all the lines if you look good.
Yes, indeed. You definitely give me that Karate Kid / I kick your ass and love you at the same time vibe.
Ah! So the role is a 40-something-year-old woman. There's a guy, he's in his 20s and he's getting married. He's on his bachelor trip. And I'm the bitch that he cheats with at his bachelor party. Yes.
They Kruger in the building.
Cougar! Yes. Yeah, so I had to show that I was fuckable for a 20-year-old. Like, who wouldn't fuck this at 20? Come on. Come on, somebody. Y'all ain't getting the whole view, but you're getting from here up. But the rest of it is good too, baby. Let me tell you. Also, was like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so I had to give a little sexy. I did a little bit something different with my hair. I know everybody don't like the natural hair, so this is a whole ass wig. And because I don't know how to lay the lace and all that shit they be doing, and I refuse to put glue on my edges. So I just got
Mm-hmm.
creative and put a scarf on this bitch, so you can't see that my edges are not. You don't got the baby hair to go like this with all how everybody do it.
Man, you giving me some Jackie Brown / Karate Kid Mama vibes. I'm just telling you, man. For me, I don't know what everybody else gonna say when they see it. Well,
Well, hopefully it works. Hopefully I get
hey,
the
Miss
part.
Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker. I'm
Shit.
hoping I get the part, but if not, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying. It's all good. So we have a few things to talk about. We're not even gonna have a long episode. Hopefully not. There's two of us. I need to ask about Brent. Brent was in the last episode, taking a break today. He did actually read the lines of the. So there was a scene where I got jammed up by the father
Oh
of
my
the
God.
bride. So I had Brent read the scenes of the father of the bride, and Aiden read the scenes of the guy that I was cheating with.
You
So it
should
was
have
a
recorded it.
yeah, well, I did record it, but they're just the audio is only me on video. But they helped me, get my scene together. So shout out Team Grimy, always holding each other down. Yes. Anyway, so we're gonna get into some Ask Miko questions first. Let me just put this out there to everybody that actually submitted questions. You did a terrible job this week. Okay. This was probably the worst questions I've ever had. And I'm probably only going to use 3 of the 50 that were submitted. Now, there's still some of you asking for dates, asking me to have an OnlyFans, all kind of stupid shit. I'm blocking you. Sorry. I'm tired of you stupid niggas asking me the same shit. So since I didn't get good questions, I had to create my own, per usual. So, anyways, let's get to it. Here's one of the good questions, Hustle, right here. It says, what is one thing, no matter your mood, that always makes you smile? So I'm gonna let you go first.
Man, being in the gym. Shit, for me, at this moment in my life, being in the gym and being in there with my son. Seeing him like when I'm training or coaching, he be trying to run through the drills, he be trying to shoot. Like, oh, it's the best feeling. Like seeing him now, I can't. It's like I can't wait till he turn 5 or 6. I might be overhyped or something, but seeing him, knowing he love basketball, don't want to leave without his basketball. I want to do everything with the ball. That's dope for me.
Yeah, I have to agree too. Like my son is it don't matter what mood I'm in. As soon as I see him, like it's just joy. Like that I created a life. Like I baked a whole
Yeah.
motherfucking baby in my stomach. Like how I don't know that I guess there are some parents that don't like their kids. Maybe they turned out bad or something that could maybe not see their children or child as, something to always make them smile. But I feel like that would probably be most people's answer is their children. And if you don't have children, it's probably like some type of success that they've had. Some people, maybe they're pets. I don't know. But if you're not a parent and if you are a parent and that's not your answer, ooh.
She said, ooh.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he gets me.
I don't know what to say about that. But I figured that was going to be your answer. One of the other questions that came through, that was a pretty good question. And it says, why do you think more women don't build up podcasts together and get the support men do?
Man, women only stick together when they come to some bullshit about a man. No, let me quit. It could be two women, they don't even know each other.
They coming to you as a
They
woman?
fuck with the same nigga. They talk, hey, girl, he did what? He was over my house on this day. Let's check. What day he came over my house? Let's check messages, girl. That's the only time y'all would. No, people think I'm being funny, but that shit's true. Just think about it. Like rappers, it's like even back then, rappers didn't get along. Like how like female rappers and shit being on songs or rocking together or like shit, they always be into it for no reason.
Yeah. I think a lot of women don't get together to do podcasts as well. Like you said, there's a lot of cattiness that goes on. But if you're talking about like podcasts for like doing hair, makeup, talking about sex, stuff like that, I see that quite often. And they get support by men and women. But when you talk about sports, nah, the reason women won't link up and do a sports podcast is because they're not going to get the support too.
And they probably in competition with each other because
They're in
it's very
competition
few
with
spots.
each other. They might feel like they're not going to get the support. Men aren't going to watch. 85% of men don't think women should even be able to talk about sports, even though we're athletes also. They still feel like, kitchen now. Why are you talking about something that is a man's, subject? I was told that by quite a few men. Like, why are you even talking about sports? Yeah, you played, but so what? Nobody wants to hear a girl talk about it. And I just be like, wow. Imagine if I told a man, you can't be a chef. You can't be in the kitchen. No, that's a woman's place. Don't learn how to cook. What's wrong with you?
That's a bad example. That's a bad example.
Why is that a bad example?
Because that one's different. You got to use an example like doing hair.
Well, no, but I'm saying men do hair as well, just like men cook. People think men say kitchen now all the time when women talk about sports. That's a phrase. Kitchen now. That's a phrase.
I'm saying it's like, it's not saying that, man, it is what it is. Like, as much as y'all try to be the same, we're not the same. Men and women are different.
Yes.
Period. It's just like life ain't fair. Shit, we ain't the same. It's not going now. So just now you talking about sports, it's not gonna come across the same, is what I'm saying. So that's why I gave the example, just like a man doing hair. It's not gonna come across the same.
No, I disagree.
If
I think some of the best hairstylists are men.
Yeah, but I'm saying you saying it as a woman who's seen it, but I'm saying that if you ask most of the world, and they said this dude do her, most men gonna think he funny. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see a picture of this. Let me see what he look like. Because they minds and smile. Like most times you only think past what you know, or you seen, and what you experienced.
We talking about skill, not sex.
Yeah, ask most dudes. If you see a dude say he do her, they're gonna be like,
yeah. And what they also are gonna know is he killed it. He bodied that shit.
He might have.
Yeah. So I think You know, there shouldn't be any gender roles in any type of industry. Like, if you do that, you do that. Be good at whatever it is you do. Give everybody a chance and respect everybody's hustle and grind. That's how I see it. Anyway, next question. It says, why do you feel a lot of these goofy ass dudes are so intimidated by you in the sports world? Hustle, you've been around me for a long time. Why do you think so many men are intimidated by me in this sports world?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't see intimidation. I only see intimidation by certain people or lack of respect could
Mm,
be the phrase. But
yeah,
most of the people, most of the men that I meet that really know sports find to have an admiration for you because they surprised by the knowledge that you do have. Like, oh shit, no, she got knowledge. She ain't talking like she know. You know how most females be like. I'm telling you, just not everybody, but most females who know sports know just the surface level of sports. Shit, it's a lot of men that only know surface level. So when you get to a female to go beyond the surface of any sport, you're looking like, okay, shit. What's your last name, bitch? Like,
man. I think that I've experienced intimidation, and maybe not. That's not the best word, but I've experienced intimidation, mostly because I think a lot of men don't like they like you said, men that have knowledge, they are okay with me having knowledge, but men that don't have knowledge are intimidated that I know
yeah.
more than them.
Yeah, that's why I
So
feel like McCants was probably felt that type of way. Because you could just tell by when he talk about his own basketball knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? This seems crazy for a nigga to play basketball to have this low basketball acumen or IQ or whatever words they use.
yeah. And a lot of men that played sports, if I know more than them, they get bothered by that because they feel like because they played at a higher level or played as a man, that their opinion supersedes knowledge. So, like, if you say something like, "Oh, who's the best uh, shooting guard ever?" Right? And we all can say it's Steph Curry, right? So if he comes in and says, "Oh, well, I think it was Michael Jordan," and I'm like, "Why?" Because he just is. He's the greatest basketball player ever. So of course he's the best shooter too. And I say, "Well, I think it's Steph Curry, and here's why." And I start naming the here's why. They can't give me a here's why with Jordan. The only thing they can tell me is he's the best in their opinion. And since they're a man, that's all that matters.
But I see your perspective and I respect it.
Yeah.
But they do it to us as well too.
Mm.
Like to men as well too. Those certain people. But in that example, you know, like a dude that played, he'd be like, nothing all talking about basketball with a dude that never played overseas. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what they level is. He'd
Yeah.
be like, his nigga be like,
That low
he,
IQ.
he probably only made it to community college. He'd be like, I'm not gonna argue with no dude they never played varsity ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Yeah.
they gonna do anything to discredit another human to make
Yeah.
themselves look a certain way. To me, those are just,
Mhm.
I feel like it's just people that lack intelligence like that in certain ways that can't communicate effectively. I don't know. I feel like it's certain type of people, man. I don't know what the hell those people are to do that, but it's certain
Weirdos.
things that,
Weirdos.
yeah.
Fucking weirdos. That's exactly what they are. So I
Ah,
don't know. I don't know if you've seen the choo-choo train that's been going around, the sexual assault, the sexual molestation, the sexual abuse train that's choo-chooing all through the hip-hop community. But it picked up Puff. First it started with R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Then it picked up Puff. But have you noticed the other people that are being picked up?
who else got picked up?
Oh my God. So this story shocked the fucking hell out of me. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I get the names right. Okay, do you remember Danny Boy, the R&B singer from the 90s?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
He
I
did
remember
like
that name.
Tupac. He did a lot of stuff with Tupac and them.
Did he do a song with Do or Die, something like that?
Yes, yes. With Do or Die. Do
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
ride? The
In the
back of
back
the
seat of a
caddy.
caddy, chop it up with Do or
Yes.
Die. Yeah, yeah.
So Danny Boy just came out and said the queen of R&B soul was humping him at 15 and she groomed him. Who's the queen of R&B soul? Do you know?
It got to be a dude because he said it was humping him.
No, I'm saying hump instead of fuck. God damn, Hustle. It's a woman. The queen of R&B soul.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say shit, queen. Who you talking about? R&B, Aretha Franklin, or something. I don't know no R&B.
Aretha Franklin is dead.
I'm being funny because we don't really have no R&B. Mary J. Blige is the only person I would think about. To be honest with you, I'm just being funny.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Mary J. Blige.
Oh, knocked him down when he was 15.
Yes, he gave a detailed story about the first time he was in the studio with her. She came in and laid on his lap, like right in his lap, and pretty much fucked him in the studio at 15. She was 27, 30.
Yeah. Man, they be wilding in this
So
music industry.
People in the comments was like, so is Mary J. Blige. I would have fucked her too. Like, why you mad? Why you did it? But that's still a crime. That's still right. Wrong. That's still yeah. That's sexual. That's
like saying R. Kelly should be okay because that's R. Kelly. The girl's supposed to fuck him. They supposed to. It's
Aaliyah. It's Aaliyah. She a bad bitch.
It's Aaliyah. She a bad. Jay-Z they're supposed to try to get her.
Yeah. Speaking of Jay-Z, Foxy Brown has now come forward and outed him and said he took her virginity when she was 15 and that he ran trains on her with Jamie Foxx.
Sure.
And they recorded it.
Oh, wow.
And she also said, this is all alleged because we don't know what the truth is, but Fox said, y'all daddy, not your daddy Hustle, but the rest of y'all daddy, Jay-Z, likes trannies.
Oh, wow.
I'm dead.
Wow.
Yo, Jay-Z likes trannies?
There you go, man. He out in these rumors, man.
Man, if there was one thing I didn't want to be true, it's that. But why would Fox lie? Would she lie like that? Would Inga lie?
Yeah, they got history too.
Oh yeah. And Jay-Z has a lot of interviews have been coming out with him talking about how they would take all these road trips when she was in high school, how he would take her shopping and buy her all kind of shit. And
how old was he at the time?
He was 27, I believe.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She was 15. He took her virginity.
How old is Jay-Z now?
52, I think. 50.
Oh, he that old?
Yeah, he's about 4 or 5 years older than me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense because that could be true because Foxy Brown like close to my age at least.
Yeah. So I was just like, but you know, when I look back, I mean, Foxy was a bad bitch, right? She was young, but she was a bad bitch. But that don't mean you should be fucking on her. But they used to be together a lot.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, man, they from the projects, man. And New York is a big city. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm being real, I know when I grew up, the projects I grew up in, shit, the girls 14, 15 was fucking with the grown niggas.
Everywhere. That's everywhere, not just the projects.
Oh, yeah. I know why they were, I'm talking about they going over there, the 20-something-year-old going over there, picking the girl up, taking them out, going to places and doing shit. And the mama like, all right, see you when you get back type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
because they had the money.
Yeah, I ain't gotta do get a mama a pack of cigarettes, a bottle or something, whatever her vice was. Most of the time, like they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Most time you living in the project for a reason, man.
I remember that movie Sunset Park. I think it was Sunset Park when old girl went up to the nigga in the Jeep, the little Suzuki sidekick Jeep, and she was dating what was it? What was his name?
The short dude for Onyx.
Yes. She was dating him. Remember, he like walked up to her on the car, like, yo, what you doing? Like, come on. She was like, I'm having a conversation.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later. And then the nigga in the car was like, don't tell this nigga to get the fuck out of here. Like, that was common for you to lose your girl to a nigga pulling up to your high school in a dope car, jewelry, flashing money.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
And
So
now we're seeing the outcome of that. Grown people telling their stories about their sexual assault and their molestation. Now,
yeah.
I haven't talked about this on the podcast yet because Aiden's been on the last few times, but I want to talk about it with you. So people are having an issue with Cassie taking the deal, which I heard is $12 million from Puff instead of taking him to court for the 30. What is your opinion on that?
I mean, a lot of times as a human, I'm not a woman, so just giving my opinion, I feel like you just want to bring it out to light that this person is a bad person. So if you can get some money and bring it to light that this person is a bad person, it's like you free. So it's like, why I gotta go to trial for? Why I gotta now if I go to trial, they gotta dig up and rehash more details and more shit. Now I can just take this 12 million and be free. And now leave him to deal with those details with the public. Leave him to deal with those, whatever they come up, whatever they talk about, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been cool, but like now, it's mentally draining to go through a trial. To go through a court process, to go through all that process, it's draining. Draining.
Yeah. I think that what people are missing in all of this is that this is her choice. She's doing what she wanted to do. You do what you would want to do. And you're right. I do believe it was just really about her having her voice and speaking up. She should be glad that she's alive because when you really look back at some of the people that have crossed Puff, most of them are dead.
Yeah. Did you see that video one time on the awards? They circulating when that lady asked her, Cassie, do you have anything that you want to share with us from your like whatever it was? And he asked her, she was like, I keep everything here or here. And they put the mic on Puff, they put the camera on Puff, and you can see Puff like
Thank God.
like a deep sigh, like thinking she was gonna say something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, there was another interview where she was on a red carpet and she walked up and shook the guy's hand that was interviewing them. And Puff gave her a look like, bitch, I'll drop you to the ground if you shake this nigga hand one more motherfucking time. You touch another nigga here, I will drop you to the fucking ground. And Cassie saw the look on his face and she was just like, oh, she let that hand go and she put her arm around Puff real quick, like, oh my God, like, I'm about to get beat up. And you know, there's a lot of people coming forward saying like, oh, you don't know if he really did that. You don't know if he was guilty. You weren't there. All the people she listed and named in her 35-page document, nope, not one person has came forward and said, she lying. I wasn't there. I didn't witness that. I didn't see that. Like nobody's doing that. But now people are coming forward saying, yeah, I did witness that. Yeah, I was there. So why would we believe that anything she's saying is not true?
Man, on another note, you know what? It bothers me a little bit when I think about it.
What?
Like, this off topic a little bit. I think of it like our black women, they really don't have no protection. Do you know what it's like to have to be in it? Like, cause she ain't just sticking around just cause of money. I feel like it was some fear, some everything that played a part into those things happening.
Absolutely.
But the reason I'm saying that, it makes me think about a woman like Jennifer Lopez. I guarantee you, Jennifer Lopez ain't finna come forward and say none of that type of shit happened to her. Because I guarantee you some shit like that happened to her, but all them Mexican goons probably gonna be coming out everywhere trying to hang that motherfucker.
Well, I think she's Puerto Rican.
Same, all of the same shit. They ride. What I'm saying is they ride for their.
They ride, yeah.
Whether it's Puerto Rico, Mexico City, like now they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're culturally different to where, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see nothing like that happening to a famous.
Yeah. Our culture, we just like to get on the internet and type about it, good or bad. Yeah. I'm proud of Cassie. Like it takes a lot of guts to do what she did, and you're risking your life. When you think about everybody that started the record label with Puff, Andre Harrell dead, Heavy D dead, uh Albie Shore almost fucking died, Kim Porter dead. Puffs and Albie Shore, the only one still alive. I'm waiting for Albie Shore to say what he got to say. I know he got something to say. I
That,
know he got something to say.
that Jaguar Wright chick, I always be speaking out about all that type of stuff.
Always.
Where does she come from? How does she know all
She
of
was a
this?
writer. So Jaguar was an artist first, but what they did was she can sing her ass off, but she's also an incredible writer. I actually used to go on her live. This was so many years ago. I used to go on her live. I've actually spoken to her on the phone before in the past and have talked to her about what happened. And she was a writer. They took her songs and gave them to other artists. And she somehow got finessed out of so much money fucking with Puff, is what I believe her side of the story was. So she witnessed and experienced a lot of things that people used to call her crazy back in the day because she was speaking exactly about these situations. And now everybody was like, damn, she was right, but nobody don't want to say it. Well, I said it. I said it on my motherfucking story. Jaguar was right. She done said all this shit and nobody believed her. And now it's like, oh, okay. I'm just curious who else is going to come forward. And I'm also pissed off at people that was trying to say Michael Jackson was the pedo. No, nigga, he wasn't. He wasn't. It was these other niggas that y'all idolizing. The industry seems like it's just full of pedos. Just full of them.
That shit crazy.
Yeah. But I feel sorry for people. I feel sorry for the people that don't have a voice, that are afraid to speak up. Because that's a thing too. That's a thing. Like saying your truth is hard. Like it's very hard because you think about getting judged. You think about people not believing you. And then you also think about having to relive it publicly. Like that's traumatizing. You know, and I experienced that. I experienced being molested as a child and telling my family and no one doing anything about it. And I had to go to therapy about that. Like I really was like hurt that my own family didn't even give a fuck. They wanted to keep it under the rug. And you see all these people on social media talking shit. Oh, Puffy's a bad person. Oh, R. Kelly's a bad person. What about your uncle? What about your cousin? What about your homeboy that you know fucking little girls and you ain't saying a fucking thing to them, but you on social media talking shit about famous people that are doing it?
I told you women don't have no protection. It's different. I said when we first started, I tell you it's a little off top, but it lets you know that the type of respect or protection that, like you said, you see is less when it comes to them black women.
We can't leave this topic without an update on Josh Giddey, Oklahoma City Thunder guard who allegedly had sex with an underage girl. The story goes, he says he had a one-night stand with her in Oklahoma. And when he says she had a fake ID, but when he found out her age, he completely cut her off. He never fucked again, right? Mm-hmm. Well, now there's a story coming out that the girl lives in Newport Beach, California, right? This is what I read online. He was in Newport Beach July 17th and 22nd of last summer. Now, this first sexual encounter happened in 2021. Well, the police report of him getting pulled over 2 times in her neighborhood was on July 17th of 2022 and July 21st of 2022. Now, it could be a coincidence. He could know somebody that lives by her. Could be. But if it turns out that he spun the block knowing that she was underage and flew out there after they played against the Warriors in Vegas on July 15th and went and fucked on that little girl again, now what? What you gonna say now, ESPN? Because I found this information out. just online. Shout out to Saya Collective, my homeboy Devlin. He actually the one that sent me the link.
So you saying this July that just passed?
No. The one before that.
One before
2022.
That.
So the first encounter happened 2021. And he said he fucked once and never fucked again when he found out her age.
How old is Josh Giddey now?
He's 21. So the first time it happened, he was 19.
And
she was 15. She was 15. He was 19.
Okay.
Now he's 21.
Okay.
But when he was 20, he was in Newport Beach in her zip code. 2 different occasions got pulled over by the police in her neighborhood. Could be a coincidence. He could know somebody that lives over there. You know what I'm saying? You know people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Could be a total coincidence that this little girl lives where he happened to be visiting last summer. But he also could have spun the block and fucked again.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, we'll see if I'm pretty sure that they can get phone records or something to show, or something. Yeah. If they talk again or deal with each other again, something will surface within the records.
Yes, we're gonna find out. I just wanted to put that information out there, so hopefully, if ESPN is watching, there's this thing called Google. People are writing articles about things, and as reporters, as journalists, we're supposed to report what's happening. Now, you guys need more information? Sure, wait for the information. But why the fuck y'all don't need information when it's Black people having situations? Why when Black athletes are in some kind of bind or showing that they're human, suddenly y'all don't need more information? You just gonna talk about it and crucify them and want their fucking head cut off. And you want them to lose their career.
Kevin Porter.
Same thing.
But I guess, but with the only thing, I agree with that, what you're saying. But the only thing is, the difference is, how did they find out about this? Like, did this something happen in the papers? Was it an incident? That's the
girl posted the pictures and videos on her social media this year. And when people saw it and saw that it was him, they found the little girl's Instagram and saw that she was a high school student. Still is right now a high school student. So everybody assumed it was current until they found out that was 2 years ago where she was even younger. She's 17 now, but this is when she was 15. And allegedly the club that they were in was known for letting underage girls in.
Yeah, it's hard body.
Hard body. And I'm going to stand by Aiden. I'm going to stand by what Aiden said. Aiden said, if you know you're going to the NBA, why are you even picking up girls in a club like that? Why are you not doing your due diligence? You got to cross all your T's and dot your I's before you put your dick in somebody these days, especially if they're young. You know that. Even if you're not an athlete, you should still be doing that. But if you have millions of dollars at risk and you're not making sure that this person is of age, then you just don't care.
No, see, I respect everything Aiden said. It's very intellectual. It was very smart. You could tell it was a thoughtful response. But Aiden ain't got no pussy yet. I'm just trying to tell you.
You're right about that.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. They're like, yeah, all that shit sounds good. That's like telling my mother, that shit he said is the same equivalent to a motherfucker. When I put a rubber on before you hit that.
You get some raw pussy and then you like, whoa.
That box of rubbers could be right there on that counter. Motherfucker she come out here start topping you off and then get up and raise that dress up. You go raise right on up. Oh shit, let me go on it. We worry about that next time, goddamn. We worry about that next time around. No, come on, man. It makes sense.
But when you think about what you have to lose,
what else to say?
Your freedom and your job.
You fuck around somebody wrong, you get something you can't get back.
But you don't lose your freedom or your job.
Or disease,
You don't lose your freedom or your job.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Ain't nobody thinking about that. You know what? I might go to the NBA. Let me do a background check before I fuck this pussy. Hold on. Let me see. No. Hell no. You somewhere, you drinking, you smoking. She enticing you. She do. Nigga, you looking, you meet the bitch in the club too? You ain't thinking. You meet the motherfucker in the club, you ain't thinking. Ain't no nigga meet no chick in the club. Most of the time, we think, oh, let me see, this bitch over 18, let me see. This bitch her, she got to be something. You ready? Most niggas.
Well, you get what you get then. You deserve it. You gonna get
whatever. I ain't saying it. That's what I'm saying. This life, like I said, dude, these are just things that you have to learn from. Because obviously he kept dealing with her because they got pictures and stuff like that. So if he did keep dealing with it, you gonna see it. Or even if he was trying to or if he kept dealing with it, he was trying to hide it, you'll see. You gonna see something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's here now.
We here now. Yes. Let's move on. In-season tournament. A lot of people thought this was going to be some bullshit. They thought it was going to be boring. They thought the players weren't going to take it serious. Niggas is playing like it's Joe right now. Do you see this shit? Are you excited? Are you excited?
Man, I told you, man, I'm excited. I've been watching every game. I got my league pass. I have 2-3 monitors. Game. I don't want to. I act like I'm trying to watch Red Zone. I don't want to see a commercial. Shit, man, this is the best thing. I like the courts. I like the jerseys. I like anything that brings competitive nature.
Yes. Now, did you pick the right people? Because a lot of people will keep asking. Some of the questions that were asked this week was, "What do I think about the tournament? Who did I pick?" I already talked about that on the last episode. I picked Lakers. I picked Kings. I picked Celtics, and I picked Bucks. So as you can see, only one of my picks made it, the Lakers.
Only one of mine made it. They were my same picks.
The Lakers. So you picked the same ones as us. Now, I will say, I wanted to pick Indiana. I said this in the podcast too, the last one. I wanted to pick Indiana to go all the way, but I was scared. I was like, it's no way that the Celtics and the Bucks are going to lose. And they fucking did. They fucking did. What do you think about the Celtics game and the Bucks game against Indiana Pacers?
Listen, man, like, being honest, like right now, when we talk about the point guard position, first it's hard to quantify who's really a point guard, who's playing the point guard position. And we got those guys, you know, Steph, if you want to consider Shea a point guard, you know, Shea, even Dame, all those. Man, I feel like I'm watching the best point guard in the league.
Who?
I feel like I'm watching one of the best point guards in the league. When I watch these two guys play, I feel like
I'm watching. What two guys? Who?
Tyrese and De'Aaron Fox.
Hold on. Not you leaving Dame Dollar out the discussion.
Yeah, man, I got to leave all them old heads.
What happened?
Them old heads are great. They still great. But the dynamic shit that they bring is different. Especially with them being like, what, he's 6'7", with that length, that it's like, what?
He's fast.
He fast. He plays. Oh my God. He's like LaMelo Ball with IQ.
Now, why LaMelo have to take it straight?
No, not like that. LaMelo Cole, he's one of the best point guards.
You just said with IQ, that is not a positive thing.
See, I don't mean, so let me clarify this for you, because you know you being messy. When I'm saying IQ, meaning, you know, you got hoopers and you got basketball players. You know what I'm saying? I look at LaMelo in the realm of a hooper. I look at Tyrese as a basketball player.
So who's better? Would you rather be a hooper or a basketball player?
Basketball player.
So that's a shot hustle.
No, it ain't that. Hoopers just don't care about playing the right way all the time.
And that's nasty hoop to me. They don't
care about what. Like I said, like Carmelo was a hooper.
That's nasty hoop.
Yeah, he don't care. Carmelo was a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson was a hooper.
Relax.
Yeah, see,
relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah. Like
relax, nigga. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, I was a hooper, bro. Last Stevenson was a hooper.
Don't do that.
Jamal Crawford's a hooper. There's nothing wrong with hoopers. Hoopers got game like a mug. But they ain't they don't care about running no offense and no structure. They just gonna show you, give me the pill, and let me watch
So
somebody steal.
how did the De'Aaron Fox Kings lose to the New Orleans Pelicans?
I mean, it can go anywhere, man. It's a big three. Like, it's only one game. Like, New Orleans got Zion, Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum. Shit, they got their three, and then they got
Zion. You still talking about Zion?
What?
You must didn't watch the game. You must ain't been watching the games.
Oh my God! You still hating on Zion greatness?
What greatness? This big donut dropping slowly up and down the court.
Oh my
not
God!
Being efficient, not being efficient, not being effective. He seemed like he don't care, Hustle. He seemed like he was out there getting a check. Yeah. He gave up on the team. You didn't see that? Did you see him trotting up and down the court like, I don't know.
That's how he moves.
There's no aggressiveness about him. There's no demand for the ball. He's not trying to be anything but a role player.
Oh my God! Let's take a look at this. I don't want to make up anything or
run on down his little stats. Tell me what his shooting percentage is from inside the dotted line with layups and dunks.
Let's take. So this year he's averaging 22, 5, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Those are decent numbers.
Yeah,
I expected a little better, but those are not bad numbers.
You can't just look at numbers and say if somebody is actually hustling, working hard, and competing each game. Did you watch the game last night? I just want to know.
Last night. I watched the game. I watched it. Yes, I did.
Did you think that Zion was hustling, that he was working hard, that he was actually in that game?
No, he haven't reached that. I don't think he haven't reached that level as a player yet.
So then how many years does it take? It's been 5 years, Hustle.
Let's see how many years.
He's only had one season where he's played more than 28 games.
This is 4th season.
This is the 5th.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, he didn't play 1 year. Okay, this is 5th season. Like, no, honestly, man, when I watch him play, he has a level of greatness about him, meaning you can't guard him. He's impossible to guard.
I saw LeBron guard him.
So he brings something to the game different. Let me type of say the words impossible to guard because when y'all talk about Carmelo or y'all talk about Kobe and shit, y'all use those words. And you know what I'm saying? We can name people who stopped all them cats.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, so let me say Zion Williams is a difficult task to guard because he has a big wide body and he's athletic.
He's fat.
So he's gonna be efficient. So if you always look at he's fat. So when you look at the box,
out of shape.
You're gonna see
great numbers.
But if you watch the game, it's 100% true. You can see him jogging on offense, defense, transition. Like the only time you see him turn up is when the ball is in his hands most of the time. Anytime other than that, he's usually jogging and moving at that kind of pace. But like I said, I think, like you said, his weight plays a factor in that.
I can't take him serious, Hustle. I'm sorry. As great as he could be, as great as I wanted him to be, I can't take a guy who's still overweight at year 5 seriously. I mean,
the NBA stopped taking them serious too. It's so many superstars in the league now. Shit, they moved on. They can move on. They moved on for him quick.
Yeah,
they moved on already. Shit.
So what do you think about Tyrese? It's my time. I know you saw it. He was fat mouthing in the game. Fat fucking mouthing. And used James' time and said, it's my time. That's big dick energy right there. What did you think about how the Pacers have just skated through the East and headed to the championship of the in-season tournament?
I mean, like I said, man, they got good balance. And they got a point guard that plays the right way, man. When you got a point guard that plays the right way, a leader that plays the right way, man, it gives everybody else confidence. It makes it easy. It makes the game easy. Gonna always have a chance. And he's entering that realm of his game. He plays the right way, and he's smart. And he's you're going. And if he keeps shooting the ball this effectively, it's gonna be very hard to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna score points. They're not gonna. Their defensive effort needs some work, but yeah, their offensive efficiency should always be great. Should
Yes.
always be great.
Yeah, they're leading the league in points scored. They're
Oh,
also
for real?
leading the league in points given up. But hey,
God damn.
you gotta do what you gotta do. If you're gonna give up points, the least you could do is get buckets, right?
I feel bad for not knowing that. I did not know that they were
Yes.
first and first.
So we were eating dinner last night, me, Brent, and Aiden, and the game was on, and we had a huge debate. And me and Aiden were on the same side of this, and Brent was not. Me and Aiden said that there may be one or two pieces, a solid stopper on defense, and possibly that position could be at the guard, the wing, or a big man away from competing strongly in the Eastern Conference. We give it 2 or 3 years. What do you think?
I mean, we won't necessarily know what pieces they need to be or need or have to do till the playoffs come. That's what's going to determine anything. Because
yeah, but we're talking about it in December. It's a tournament in December. We get to talk about this type
you
of
saying
in
you
December
said
now.
competing for a title though. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm talking about in 2 or 3 years, based on what we're seeing right now of them.
Yeah, I mean,
What do
it's
you
like
think?
2-3 years of growth. That's like giving Tyrese 2 more years to figure out the game. You know, so what's his Aaron Nesmith, whatever his name is, the other young,
Yes.
they got some young talent. They get to grow together. You give
Yeah.
them 2 years. If they keep that group together, they got one of the best coaches in the game, and Rick Carlisle. It's like he's an X and O genius. Shit, they're gonna always have a chance to score, but they're gonna score points. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they're gonna have to grow defensively, and there's gonna be some things that have to change. Like you said, even with the coaching, not necessarily the personnel, just necessarily what the coaching philosophy is.
So you think they have enough pieces? You think this is enough pieces?
I mean, they can grow because they got Ben can play. They got you already got one of the best point guards in the league. Miles Turner is super solid as a center that space the floor, block shots, does all the small things. He's maturing and he's getting better. I don't even think he's made it to 30 years old yet. So you got him and Miles Turner, 2 young guys. Aaron, he can play. What's the other dude? Ben Mackler, what's his name? He's
one of my favorite players on their team is Buddy Hield. I was so mad the Lakers didn't get him.
Benedict Mathurin.
Okay, well, his name starts with a B.
Yeah, Benedict got game. I'm telling you, bro. Benedict got game.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid that you signed it. Man, they got some young guys that can grow. Like
Bruce Brown. They got Bruce Brown in that trade.
Obi Toppin. Like that was this Obi Toppin really kind of first should getting a flourish.
Yeah.
So that's why I said so to say they need to add another piece. I don't know. I just know this group needs to grow together and see what they can be. That's why I said the postseason gonna let them know if who nut up or do some whole shit. You know, well, it could be one of them cats could be D'Angelo Russell. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know who we got to see because they ain't got that pressure yet.
Yeah, D'Angelo did his thing. Let's swing it over to the West. When Charles Barkley said the Pelicans was gonna win, if you could have seen how many cartwheels I did in my kitchen while I was cooking, I was so hyped. And Brendan Aiden was like, "Why are you so excited?" I was like, "Oh, we about to dust these niggas." Fucking Barkley said that they gonna win, and they laughed. And I didn't think it was gonna be 40 points, but god damn, we stomped a mud hole in them niggas. What the fuck happened?
This was a vibrant LeBron. This was a vibrant. Like he had a hop in his step, like he was playing pickup ball or something from the beginning of the game. Like you could see it in him, smiling, shit. Like he was playing the game with joy. It was different. It was different. This one of those, like, I got my teammates, man. All I got to do is just play. I ain't got to get out a rebound. Anthony Davis going to do that for me. I ain't got to go out the best player. I got Torian Prince, Cam Reddish, Vanderbilt, them to do that for me. I ain't even got a panel of point guard dudes like that. I got D'Angelo Russell. Then I got Austin Reeves to come in and do that for me. All I get to do is just play.
I wish it could just be like this every game, but it's not.
We just not getting our team. We haven't had our 4 guys like this, but we ain't had 5 games together. Yeah. This Vanderbilt's second game.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you, give us some time. Like that's why all he got to do is hoop. He got guys who can do every job. Okay, these the guys gonna rebound, these guys gonna defend. This dude gonna score at the back. I can just pick my spots on the floor and be great.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Let's go back to the game before this when Lakers against the Suns. And there was a play where LeBron called timeout and Devin Booker, 10 minutes after the game was over, posted a clip of the scene where LeBron called timeout and said that the refs are cheating because Reeves never had possession of the ball, and he was furious. Did you see the play?
Yes.
Did Reeves have possession of the ball?
I mean, it was a bang play. It was close. Like,
yes, sound like a true Laker fan. I love that.
That was a bang play. I'm saying, like, because we ain't thinking about a replay, because a replay can't determine what a ref should have seen live action.
Right.
If it's that close splitting hairs on the replay, that means in real life, ain't no telling what it's like for that person who see it. And then he's not looking. He gonna stop looking at the play and look at LeBron. So even if he lost it, he's not gonna see it. Like, it's just common sense. To me, that's just a case of Devin Booker being light skinned. That's all that was. Nigga, you know you light skinned. You couldn't even wait an hour after the game to post to say some shit.
10 minutes.
Immediately. Like, what?
Yeah.
This motherfucker did this to me. His shit. Cheaters. Fucking fuck LeBron.
Now, this is what he's trying to act like. People are trying to act like that moment is why the Suns lost the game. But they're not going to talk about how Devin Booker kicked a ball in the game too, and the refs missed that one too. So it's okay when the refs miss a call for your team, but when it happened to your opposing team, suddenly it's a big deal.
You heard what Kevin Durant said. Shit, Kevin Durant said, man, there's a whole bunch of other plays happened in that game before.
23 turnovers happened.
Yeah. And how many out of those 23, how many did Devin Booker have?
7.
Shit.
Sound
like they need a point guard to me. Nah, let me stop.
Boy. Anyways, Lakers win. Pacers win. The championship game is tomorrow night. Do I have to ask who you got? Or do you who you got? Who you got?
Come on now.
You got the Lakers.
Right? It might be close. But I don't know. Because sometimes I feel like my fandom might take over me sometimes. I be trying my best to be
fair.
Even and real and fair. But I feel like, man, they defensive deficiencies is like you can't have that against, because Anthony Davis might go for 35 against them, 40.
Yeah.
If he go for 40, 35, 40, we hard to beat. And, if everybody know Anthony Davis can't score.
So what I noticed in this game against Milwaukee, what Halliburton was doing was he was asking for the pick and roll. Not with Giannis. He was doing it with what's his name escaping me now?
Brook Lopez.
And getting right the fuck by him. Layups, right? Then when Brook tried to hedge off, like, oh, this nigga keep passing me, he hitting jumpers in his face. So who do you think they might do that matchup with? You think it'll be Anthony Davis? He can't possibly try to do it with LeBron. Maybe Hachimura, maybe
nobody. That shit ain't gonna work.
I like that. It ain't gonna work.
Like, no, not saying it's not gonna work. Like, they're gonna have some times where they're gonna be effective. He's gonna make plays after pick and roll because teams just gonna be out of position. But that's what makes Lakers so good. There is nobody that they can pick on in the starting five. You know what I'm saying? Outside of maybe want to try to pick on D'Angelo Russell, but he's lengthy as a player. But there's nobody on the lineup that you can just pick on. Let me go at this, because Anthony Davis playing center. And you ain't just going at him. LeBron James at power forward. You ain't just going to him. Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, when the whole gang is there, Ain't no picking. You just got to be good.
You gonna have to just straight up beat us.
You got to show me you could just straight like how Kevin Durant scores. It's like there's nothing you can do. You can make it hard on me, but sometimes if I get to my spot, you toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tyree gonna have to show us that he can get to his spot and work. You know what I'm saying? I'm tuned in for it. You know.
There's a bunch of people, of course, the losers, weirdos in the comments saying that the NBA rigged the whole tournament so that LeBron could win the first one to add to his legacy. How weird is it to even think? First of all, you have to play the game. These other people have to play the game. How can the league rig something for LeBron to win it? How? How is that even possible?
Tell him, hey, miss this shot at 125 in the third quarter. I want you to go to the hole. Hey, you foul him across the head, all right? Then you make the free throw. You take it at it, scripted the whole fucking game. Huh? Fuck out of here.
I got the Lakers also. We're going to get this first championship. We're going to get the inaugural one. That's going to be dope. And we're going to go on, coast on through the rest of the season, get our chemistry together, and we outside. Maybe we outside in April.
It's already there. You see the chemistry?
Yeah. We still need a little more transition. There's still some substitute. I'm not going to put it in the universe, but Darwin Ham is going to do the right substitutions in big games. He don't always make the right decisions to me.
We got to see. We got to see now that he got his depth line up and shit together to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I be watching. I'm a coach, so I look and I question some of his stuff in the past. But now with him having his depth and having his lineup together, we gonna see what he do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes players do be loyal. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You see, bitch, Christian Wood. That's why I said you see Christian Wood did on the sideline, training his ass out. Hell, you mean?
Yeah. So one more question about the NCAA tournament before we get over to some NFL discussions. The home of the championship, or the semifinals and the championship, was in Las Vegas. It's supposed to be a neutral site, but I know you saw them Laker jerseys up in that motherfucker. We was loud. That was a home game. Nigga, we was out there. We was out there. People was like, oh, that's unfair. All the Laker fans was there. They cheered them on. Do you think that that's fair for it to be in Vegas every year? And do you think that it should go to the East Coast back and forth to make it more fair as far as travel and all of that for the players?
I don't know. It just depends, because I don't think that's really too much of an issue, because the way they do the games would it be in a day or two gap between games, and would it be in a gap between games, and those be the only teams playing that day? I think it's cool. And Vegas is a good site where you can have multiple teams in the city, and they coexist, and it's not and they're not on top of each other.
Yeah, I think Vegas is a good choice because it's Vegas. Who don't want to go to Vegas?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's cool.
Fans are going to come out. I do think maybe down the line, what could be an incentive even more for the owners, the billionaires. This is just something that came up in my head. Imagine if when the quarterfinals are played, whoever is the team with the best record so far, not like during the tournament, but the best record overall. Imagine if your team got to host the quarterfinals and the championship.
They don't do that because this is a money thing for everybody. They're being in Vegas, they all get to eat in Vegas. It's like all these people, like the owners of the league, you know what I'm saying? This is the money. That's why they paying the players this money. Because shit, they got them all in whatever hotel they got them staying in. They all got, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the money grab.
But just think about if you're the owner of the team, you get the revenues, you get the concessions, you get all that in your home gym if your team has the best record and you're in the tournament.
Oh, no, it makes sense. But the owners don't care like that. They already splitting it. They splitting that profit. Shit,
yeah, but still.
Shit. And we'll make it. I mean, it's another.
In your home gym, think about your players. Like I'm married to someone that played. One of the best things in the world about playing at home is waking up in your own bed with your buns right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just nothing like that. There's nothing like waking up in your own bed with your own family, eating at your own kitchen, and then heading to a game. That could be an incentive as a player. I know that I would want that. I would want it like to be fighting and trying to have the best record coming into December so that we can host the in-season tournament. Just an idea, just a thought. I don't know. We'll see if it stays in Vegas every year. Because if it stays in Vegas every year, one thing I know, Lakers gonna show up.
Yeah.
Laker fans gonna show up, and it's gonna be a home game for us. So if they don't keep it there, cool with us.
It's gonna turn into an all-star. It's gonna turn into an all-star game weekend.
That would be cool too.
That's why they keep it in Vegas. It's gonna turn into that type of vibe. Like I'm telling you, this year, why it's gonna be the next year. It's gonna be more and more people. Where now we're gonna be planning on vacation. Hey y'all, we going to Vegas to go.
Well, this is the thing too, though. I think that there's going to be a team in Vegas soon. So I don't know how long they could do this.
How long do you think it's gonna be? About 3 more years?
I don't know. I'm just curious to see how they continue to evolve it, because already year one, I'm hyped. I really wish I could have gone, but I just couldn't do it this year. I got shit going on with the kid, tennis and all that. But I definitely want to go next year. If it's in Vegas, I'm going.
It's on my brain. Like I want to go so bad.
Yeah.
Like if you'd have said let's go, I'd have bought off everything. Hey, we out. It was on my brain. I was gonna miss coaching and everything. Hey, I'm going to check this championship out.
Yes. All right, let's move on to college sports before we get to NFL or college football anyway. So you saw that the bracket came out for the tournament for the NCAA championship. We have undefeated Michigan, undefeated Washington, Texas with 1 loss, Alabama with 1 loss, and they left FSU out of the bracket and they're undefeated. And everybody and their mama has something to say about it. What is your opinion on Florida State getting left out of the bracket this year?
I mean, it's a business.
Yeah.
Like y'all, I told you got everything is perspective. What lens are you looking at it in? Like it's a business. These college teams and college football, they paying what 10. I remember they getting paid what $10-12 million to make the Cotton Bowl, to make this bowl. Shit, your quarterback got hurt.
But let me play devil's advocate, okay? Just because your quarterback got hurt, that don't mean they just Scooby-Doo ending and just be like, nah, you out. I know what you're saying. People would rather see Nick Saban versus Harbaugh. I get that. That's great for TV. That's great for ratings and all that. But that doesn't make it fair. And everybody's saying the quarterback got hurt. They still won their last 2 games. They still beat Florida in Gainesville. And think about how you remember when Jalen Hurts played Alabama, and then Tua came and balled out.
That is
true. He was 3rd string. You don't even know what can happen.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give people a chance to lose. They deserve to be there. You can't just say, we think it's not going to be a competitive game. You can't do that. That's not right. The record is undefeated. No team has ever been left out of the bracket that was undefeated in a Major 5 conference. Never in the history of the entire bracket situation that they're doing in college football. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair at all. It's not fair. I'm just speaking on, I understand their vantage point and the viewpoint they're doing. From them looking at it as a business perspective, they're trying to protect them from a bad game or a bad, but you can't predict how a game's going to be regardless of what the situations is. So yeah. So when you really think about that perspective, man, that's unfair. That's hard, especially for the kids. That's the hard thing. Now you think about it's a business, but those are still kids.
Yeah. And they work their asses off. It almost makes you think like, well, shit, why do I even care about being undefeated? Why do I even care about making my schedule tougher to try to prove that I belong there, when if you do and your quarterback gets hurt, they might still tell you, get the fuck out of here. Nah, we don't, nah. You on your 3rd string quarterback? Nah, we don't want you. That's not right. That kid deserved to get a chance at that championship just like anybody else.
Yeah, that is.
Now, the question would come in then, who do you take out of the bracket if you were to put Florida State in? You absolutely don't take Washington out because they were undefeated.
Take Alabama out.
Thank you.
It's easy.
Alabama lost to
They
Texas.
lost to Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, they already lost to a team that's in the fourth. So it's like, what we doing?
Yep.
Yeah. You don't fuck you won your conference. You
Yeah.
already had a loss.
Yeah. Not fair. So shout out FSU. I know y'all playing Georgia now. It's not fair. I'm hoping, not that I want Georgia to lose or anything like that, but I'm hoping this third string, because this is their third string. They lost, not only did they lose their first string, the next game they lost their second string, and then the next game the third string came and won. So I don't care who wins or loses. I just want this third string quarterback to show everybody that he deserves to be there. I want it to be a good game, and I want them to look at that and be like, damn, we fucked up. We really should have gave them a chance. All right, moving on. Football. I know you've been waiting to talk some shit about the Cowboys. Go ahead, get it off. Let me put you on the screen. Get it off. Go ahead, get it off. What you got to say?
These days, I try to remain humble. It's like we are venturing in uncharted territory. Uncharted territory.
What that mean? What that mean?
We're playing good football in December.
In December. Y'all ain't never did that.
We're playing good football in December. And Dak is managing his ass off.
He is.
Yeah. Feel like he owned a bunch of Walmarts or something, the way he managing this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Roll back prices around this house.
Now I don't want you to get too excited now. Okay. Let me interrupt you real quick before you get back in. Let me run this stat to you real quick, okay? Let me show you how you end the season in December, because we only 1 week into December, okay? Yeah. You have this week, the game we're going to predict. You have to play the Eagles, right? Then you got to play the Bills. Then the Dolphins. Then the Lions. And you end the game, you end the season with the Commanders. So December ain't over yet, my nigga. So don't get excited. Okay? Now go ahead.
Humble. You see, I'm humble.
Oh, you humble. Let me
That's
see
what
humble.
I just told you. I'm humble.
You humble?
I need, yes. Give me 2 more December games of good games. Then I will ask you if you want to come get on the bandwagon. I may allow you to come. You might go wear my Dak jersey, because I still ain't wearing the Dak Prescott jersey no more.
You shouldn't.
You can come wear the Dak jersey. You know what I'm saying? And you know.
I'm actually thinking about coming to the game Sunday.
What's up? Let me know. I'm free.
Yeah, I think I might pull up.
Let's do it for sure.
Before I decide to pull up, who you got in the game? Tell me how they gonna beat the Eagles, because they didn't beat them last time. See? So tell me what changes they're gonna make, what they're gonna do differently now to beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right now, I kind of think we're gonna lose this game.
Oh, why?
Because I want us to be hungry when we face them in the playoffs. I want us.
That is true. A team don't never beat somebody 3 times.
I want them to be comfortable. We never lose to a team 3 times in a row. So they get this win. Oh man. But I want us to play the right way though, because it's okay to lose to a good team. But I still want us to lose with Dak playing like how Dak been playing. I wouldn't even be too mad if we lost with Dak playing. I just feel like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody acting like Philly's untouchable, unbeatable. Oh, man, I can't wait. Man. This year in the playoffs, man. Hold on.
Here's the thing, though, Hustle. Here's the thing. You saying that they're not going to lose to them 3 times in a row. What happens if y'all run into the 49ers before y'all get to the Eagles in the playoffs?
When we play the 49ers, we haven't figured out our offensive formula yet.
So you think we could beat the 49ers in the playoffs this time?
Yes. Now we ready. We didn't have our formula together. Like, we didn't have our game management situation down. We were still trying to act like Tony Pollard could play. We were still trying to, you know what I'm saying? Once we realized Tony Pollard couldn't play, we were like, what we going to do? Coach said, let's do what the Patriots do. We could just throw short passes to our wide receivers and let them make plays. And they just be getting CeeDee Lamb the ball. They've been getting them. They finally understand. Let's do like all the other good football teams who got good receivers. Let's give them 15, 20 targets.
Okay. You know what? That's probably the realest. You have been such a delusional Cowboy fan for so long. It feels good to hear you actually like thinking as a normal person. Like you've taken out your fandom and you're just like, okay, let me look at this as a real person and say, we still figuring shit out. I'm happy about what we looking like right now. You got a tough turn in your schedule. I don't know who the fuck planned y'all December schedule to look like this on the way into the playoffs, but it could be a gift or a curse. Because if you come through that, if you bend that corner and beat these teams and roll into the playoffs winning,
the old hustle is back.
Y'all gonna be cooking with grease. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Then the old hustle is back. We get that, but to then, hold on. This is a tough stretch. I don't want to get mad. I don't want to this is a tough stretch.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I do have the Eagles winning quite simply because they lost last week. And I feel like they're going to come out different, mad, aggressive. Somebody might stomp on the star. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're going to see. Like I said, I'm definitely thinking about coming to the game. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to make the decision tonight.
I got about 300 on it.
You got 300 on the ticket?
I got 300.
I'll take your 300. I'll add it to
Yeah.
I'll try to make it work for you.
Yeah, baby. You gonna wear the jersey?
A jersey?
Yes.
No.
I was trying to say I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not wearing a Brent Grimes jersey or a Rams jersey.
No, I'm talking about the Dak Prescott jersey.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
no, I'm gonna be cute. But you know what I am gonna wear? Cowboy boots.
Okay.
I'll do that for y'all. Because I got a couple pair of cowboy boots. I've been dying to wear some fly ass cowboy boots. So I might wear those, but I'm gonna let you know if I'm gonna make the game or not. Before we go, AFC battle. I got 4 teams that are up right now: Miami, Kansas City, Baltimore, and Jacksonville. Hanging on by a thread. Who do you think in the AFC makes it to the championship right now? Early December prediction of the Super Bowl.
Baltimore.
Talk about it, please. Tell me why.
I feel like, man, they done took their bumps. They done took their bruises, man. And I feel like they learned how to win even bad games. You know, they learned how to win games even when Lamar not throwing the ball. It used to be if he didn't run well and he threw for 150 yards or 200, they lost. They figuring out ways to win these games now, and it's gonna pay dividends. I feel like it's gonna pay dividends when it get cold.
When it get cold, is a
yeah, man.
When it's cold, right?
Yeah, the AFC different when in the playoffs. They get cold. You just don't never know, man. You got to go to Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Let me tell you how the Ravens are going to end the season. So they've got the Rams this Sunday in Baltimore. My team, we actually aren't doing as bad as I thought we were going to do. One thing I do like about us, you got to beat us. And I do believe the Ravens are going to beat us, but you got to beat us, okay? So it's not going to be an easy win, right? But it's going to be challenging. Then they got Jacksonville. Not an easy game, okay? Then they got the 49ers. At Levi, okay? And the Jaguars game is in Jacksonville as well. Then they got the Dolphins. And last, they have the Steelers.
That AFC is a fucking dog.
That's a tough turn.
Bro, that AFC is a fool. Like it's like down there 8-9 is good. 8-8 is, you know what I'm saying? You be happy.
That's why I said the Jaguars still in this thing now. The Jaguars are still in this thing, right? So I wanted to pick the Dolphins, right? I'm predicting the Dolphins to get to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you how they end their schedule. They have the Titans this week. They got them on Monday night. I feel like the Dolphins will win that game. Then they got the Jets win. They got to come see them Cowboys. That's either way. I'm not going to predict that. Then they got the Ravens, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
That could go either way. And then they got the Bills. Now the Bills ain't going nowhere. But one thing about it, you got to beat them. It's going to be a tough game. So the Dolphins have an easier schedule to me to end the season. But that doesn't mean anything. That don't mean shit, right? So I guess we're going to see. Man, I got the Dolphins getting to the Super Bowl. It's only December. I can change my mind if I want to. But right now, my early prediction is the Dolphins getting to the Super Bowl. For those of you that were asking.
Why do you pick the Dolphins?
I feel like this is the year. If they don't do it this year, they might as well pack it the fuck up.
So how do you think? How do you think the Dolphins will perform in a cold football game?
You know, people always say stuff like that, and I got to tell you, when you want something real bad, you're going to do it. And if they have the best record, you got to come see them. You got to come here to South Florida, and I want all those games here so I can come. So I got access to tickets.
And they got the best record, and they have most of the games at home. They'll be a tough team to beat. Yeah. It's just with their style of play, and they have to play a road game in the snow or
it's different.
Cold rain. I'm scared about it.
Yeah, it is different. But I think they're going to have one of the best records in the AFC, and they're going to be playing home games.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
So we going to see. Anyways, great episode, Hustle. You was late, but you always dope.
Thank you as always for having me.
Good luck. I know you guys are playing in a tournament. Good luck.
Yeah, we're playing at 3:00.
Okay. Well, I'm going to holler at you later, and I'll let you know if I'm going to come to Dallas. Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Ask Miko. Once again, if you enjoy what you're seeing and you're hearing, click subscribe, hit the little bell, like my shit, comment on my shit. My numbers grow, we grow, I give you more shows. Peace.